What is up, everybody? Welcome to TPI, the Total Podcast Idiot Show, where we talk about everything and anything related to Hardwood, the greatest college basketball simulation game ever made. I am Total Podcast Idiot host number one, Robert. That's Total Podcast Idiot host number two, Andrew. Andrew, how are you feeling this morning?
Good. My video might be frozen right now. Oh man.
But you're just gonna have to see his video through his voice.
Yeah. But I'm doing well. I have both my teams in their tournaments, national tournaments, and looking forward to my matches. My games coming up, and hopefully games beyond. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good, Andrew. I just heard breaking news.
What's breaking news?
Can you give me a breaking news chime?
Dude, I can't think of one right now.
Please.
Breaking news. I don't know why I went to Sports Center.
Yeah. I have just been informed that we've been voted the number one hardwood podcast on the planet.
Oh my gosh, that is breaking news. Wow.
It's quite the honor. What have you say about such an award?
It's taken a lot of patience and hard work by our group. But we got to thank the fans, right? All of our listeners and viewers for their constant and awesome support, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, this one's for you guys. So, Andrew, what are we doing today?
We're bringing it back to, I guess not our bread and butter, but what we did way back when you and me going through the tournaments, mainly by looking at our challenge brackets.
Challenge.
Yeah,
the good times. So obviously you posted the links to all of the brackets in the Discord. By the way, your face is frozen right now and it's pretty hilarious, like in the smile you have going on.
Well, as long as I'm smiling.
I hope you're gonna watch back and think it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously we posted the links in the Discord for all three of the challenge tournament brackets. Did you post it in the forums? Where else did we get it out?
I did post it in the forums. Yeah. But all of the links. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then we'll also copy it. We'll put it in the show notes here so you guys have access to make sure you fill out all those brackets.
Yeah.
Again, the more people that participate, the more exciting it is. The more challenging it becomes to actually finish first in the prediction bracket.
Yeah.
So
we had a good turnout 2 seasons ago. So yeah, hopefully we can get that. And I think we've gotten more listeners and people who are watching our shows. So hopefully we can get people. I think I saw in the Discord like someone from England randomly found the game and then randomly found our podcast on YouTube.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think so. I want to shout them out. LeChuck, I think, or the boss, I think is what the username is. So welcome to Hardwood, man. I mean, that's pretty crazy, but that's awesome.
Yeah, like a heartfelt welcome to Hardwood, and feel free to ask questions in the Discord, in the forums. Everybody's usually really helpful, as long as you're not asking about a recruit that they're competing for.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or being, just weird and,
Yeah, don't be like, what's that guy's name?
Yeah, I don't even want to bring him up anymore.
Yeah.
He's long gone.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, yeah, so let's get back to what we're doing today. So today we're going to be talking about the tournament bracket. It obviously populated this morning. That means you guys need to go through and do your predictions before the end of tonight or tomorrow morning if you're on the East Coast. Yeah, it never dawned upon me until the other day that the East Coasters have to wait until noon for their games.
Yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, it's around lunchtime when you check them, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of convenient, but it kind of sucks when it's some things happen later and you got things to do, of course, but that's how time zones work.
I mean, I like hopping out of the shower and just looking at my scores. It's pretty nice.
I usually open it up right when I get to work, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do actual work for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta check my scores. Anyways, yeah, so you have until the end of tonight or early tomorrow morning to make sure you get your predictions in, and then if we update the scores day by day, and then you can see like who jumps up in the standings and who falls down or whatnot. And at the end at the end we do a reveal of, you know, like the people that got their brackets most correct and like some of the upsets they chose and stuff like that. So it's really fun.
Yeah. So I mean, last season, Bridger and I, you know, he guested on this episode, and he did a great job of like previewing like deep every matchup. I don't think we're gonna do that today, but we are gonna, you know, go talk about the matchups a little bit and then, you know, talk about our picks. But you know, like we did before, we're gonna we basically have picked our Sweet 16s for the brackets, and so then we'll just go through our picks from there.
Yeah, I think going through every single pick would not be fair to each other time wise. So
yeah, it was fun. I mean, like I learned a lot and it helped me, but
sorry, I'm not Bridger.
no, it's totally fine. It's
I'll
totally
never be your Bridger.
Bridger's great. I loved having him as a guest, and we'll definitely try to have him and others as guests again sometime. Yeah,
certainly. So without further ado, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to go first?
No, I think you should do the honors.
Okay, sure thing.
Since I'm not Bridger.
All right, so here's the D1 bracket. We're gonna start with D1, especially since that's where I guess our teams are, but mainly my teams, because unfortunately none of your teams made the tournament.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you can see like all of my picks before, but mainly we'll focus on the Sweet 16. So Tennessee and Methodist. I don't know. I have Methodist going really far because I've been really impressed with what they've done this season. Just looking at them, you know, I have them upsetting Florida State even. You know, Florida State's a legend team. They're good. But I don't know. It's hard to pick them over, you know, #1 overall seed Tennessee, who's made like championship runs, Final Fours. They have Nathaniel Hughes, tough big man to stop. I think I'm going to go with Tennessee here. Then you have a California matchup between Dominguez Hills and my team. You know, Dominguez Hills is so talented. I honestly, I don't want to pick me because I hate putting pressure on myself like that. But it's also kind of like my team is good. Like there's no denying that. I don't think there's any argument. Nope. It would be a tough game. Like I don't know. But I'm gonna just be a homer and bias and pick myself. I mean, Holocron's a great president, and like it's gonna be a crazy matchup if we even get this far. I mean, I have him upsetting Louisville. You know, that's big. But yeah, Valpo, I have upsetting Iowa. Iowa's interesting. You know, they have a ton of size. Wow. Valpo, they went pretty far. I think they were runner-up one year, and they won another time as well. So I mean, they're good. Minnesota State also has a ton of size. I have them beating Vanderbilt in the shallow Commodores, shallow but talented Commodores, I'll say though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Minnesota State here. I feel better about them in the matchup or the tactics there. Geneseo and Richmond. I mean, I didn't even realize Geneseo was a 3 seed, to be honest. So man, I don't know. I looked at Geneseo. I mean, they're good. You know, they deserve that 3 seed, but and we were talking about Richmond too, and like they're good, obviously. You know, LL2. But they're kind of like weird because you were talking about they have like one superstar, but then like everyone else is like not that great, like what we would expect out of LL2. But I think they have some distinct advantages just in general, you know. So I'm gonna go with Richmond here. I think that's the record for how fast I just went through that.
Yeah, I was gonna say wow.
Mississippi and Clark. I mean, we talk about Mississippi a lot. Just a reminder though, I mean, Jeff White is freaking crazy good. I don't know what weaknesses this player has. And you know, the rest of the team is really talented. I mean, you know, we talk about Eubanks and Laterza. I think Laterza is still on that team. I should probably check that.
Brooks.
Laterza.
His name's Brooke Laterza, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you know, and they have other big man, Frank Lane, who's hurt though, unfortunately, so that kind of takes some steam out. But Marte, as the point guard. Cunningham is an incredible shooter and somehow not the best shooter on the team. 20 and 20. Oh my god, what?
He better have shot like 12 threes a game at like 45%.
Yeah, I like how rebounding is his only non-double digit stat. That's crazy. 7.5 at 44%. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I can't. Sometimes you just have to look at profiles like that and just be wowed. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, Mississippi, Clark. I mean, Clark. It's always like super underrated because I feel like we never really like look at them, but then, come tournament time, they're always there. It's like, I don't know. I always feel like I slight them. I'm trying to find them.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
I mean, they're LO too, so it's like they're good. They're in 16th. They were 4th in the conference.
Maybe you're just a hater.
Maybe I'm just a hater. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maine Cougar. I guess we looked at them last year because they won. We probably looked at them. I mean, good team. English, Bonsignor, Huber, Christopher. I mean, Guthrie probably as a starter here. I don't know. I just have a hard time seeing them beating Mississippi though. It's like, oh, this is my key too. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Mississippi. Then you see I have Chowan, the Legends Chowan Hawks, making it all the way to the Sweet 16, facing off a 2-seed Marquette. You're gonna be surprised because this is a big change from what Rob predicted in his bracket. Oh, I know. I see it. It's fine. It's fine. It's a mix. It's a musical mix. Okay. Whatever. Now I'm all thrown off. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, Marquette's good. Champions of LO 3 I think 2, I want to say, and good team. They have that 15 pot sophomore Thurman Cook. Oh, I just clicked on them accidentally. I don't necessarily think I'll pick them, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with that. Thurman Cook, Powell, the other big man on the team. They're really good. Thurman Cook is crazy good. Match come to Jeff White. I don't know. Okay, NYU Huntington. Man, that's tough. Terrence McAllister versus like the group of 4 for Huntington, man. Yeah, it's like size versus like skill, that's always the argument in Hardwood, right?
Argument in life.
Argument in life, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with the skill here. I'm gonna pick Bridger and Huntington over NYU. I can't have too many 1 seeds, it's just, you pick too many 1 seeds, your bracket's not gonna be correct. We all know this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You also didn't pick any 1 seeds to lose in the first round, did you?
No, I have.
So your bracket's already not perfect.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Some 1 seed is gonna lose. It's like, it always happens. It's just hard to pick. You look at the teams and you're just like, there's no way, right?
Yeah.
All right, Florida Gulf Coast. They play a lot of pressure. They play super fast. North Greenville, always kind of an underrated team. A 7 seed, but they're like constantly LO3, LO2, top half. Obviously they made the tournament. Yeah. Good question about this one. I'm gonna go with the pressure of Florida Gulf Coast. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone with that. Are we continuing on? I forget what we do.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go all the way through.
Okay. I think the skill of Huntington is gonna be able to break the pressure of Florida Gulf Coast though. So yeah, sorry, Eagle. I always like how the Florida Gulf Coast, the mascot is Eagle, even though I'm pretty sure it's multiple Eagles.
Nope, just one.
Just one. Well, I mean, it should be.
Just one.
I'm Jeff White. I gotta go with Mississippi. I gotta believe that the Rebels, this is their year. Yeah.
Flashbacks of last year.
Yeah, right. I mean, last year was their year too, and then they get hurt and stuff. But they already have had their injuries, so hopefully they got all the injuries out of the way, and then they're able to be healthy. I'm gonna save my matchup for last because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to face this reality. um, Richmond versus Minnesota State is crazy because we talk about Richmond being like really big, right, with their starting lineup at least. Because like they would start 6'6", shooting guard, 6'9", small forward, and like adequate size in at the big spots. But like Minnesota State has 2 7-footers. They have a 6'9" point guard. I mean, they definitely have size. So, I mean, Richmond is really good though. Minnesota State's good. Ooh. All right, I'll go Richmond.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, me versus Tennessee.
You should flip a coin live on camera.
I don't have a coin here right now. Also, I suck at flipping coins.
I have one, heads or tails.
Tails never fails, baby. That's my philosophy.
It's heads.
Oh,
It's heads.
so I'll go with. What does that mean though? We never picked which was which.
Okay, true. All right, so this time tails will be Dominican.
Okay, tails never fails.
It's heads.
Oh, okay.
It's heads again. That's twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough to stop Nathaniel Hughes. I have really good interior defenders, so I do think I think I could. But I just think like the overall talent on their rosters, obviously it's really good. I don't know. I haven't really looked close at the matchup just because it's so far down the line too. But yeah. Okay. Final four: Tennessee, Richmond, Mississippi. I mean, these are like legends of the game.
Yeah.
To think I could have been there though. Tennessee
Still
and
could
Richmond.
be.
I'm gonna pick Richmond here though. We talked about Tennessee. It's all about Hughes but TPS has kind of said like he feels their guards are kind of weak relatively. I mean, this is for legends, but Richmond's top player is a guard, so that's gonna be tough to stop. And I think they have adequate bigs too. Mississippi and Huntington. Now this is a huge matchup, right? I mean, these are titans of the game here. I wish I could do the coin again, but that was only because it was personal. I gotta pick with my brain here.
We can do a coin again.
I
I can pick a nickel this time.
I think I'm gonna go Mississippi. Like I said, it's their year. I just feel like it's their year, man. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because it said my internet wasn't stable, so just checking.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna finish up with Mississippi. It's their year. Oh, we got to do the I forget where I pick. Don't I pick like down here?
You like go to the bottom and then pick the winner and then like fill out the score.
Yeah. Oh, there's my email, everyone, in case you want to send me spam.
Oh, don't worry, your screen froze, so we're not seeing anything.
Okay.
You're back though. You're back.
Okay. Well, whatever. It's gonna be a high scoring game though, man. I mean, 90 to 84. Here we go. Submit.
Wow.
There it is. Oh wow, we have 9 predictions already. Nice. All right. I will stop sharing. Over to you.
Interesting. This was not what I expected from you, sir.
You expect me to pick me?
Hold on. Let me do this the right way.
What's the right way?
I have 2 monitors. So like sometimes I'll hit share screen and then it sends it to the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
And it just becomes this big issue. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay, cool. Okay, so you had Tennessee going pretty far, right?
I did, yeah.
But I have Tennessee losing early to Kansas State.
I mean,
Now,
2 legends teams. It could happen.
Yes, exactly. So Kansas State is a 9 seed, but they're obviously a really talented team being in Legends, right? Making the tournament when you're in Legends. And I looked back on their play and I don't remember, I think Tennessee dominated them all 3 times, but this is the tournament and chaos happens. So I took Kansas State over Tennessee.
By the way, Rob did way more research than I did for this.
I did no research. He's a liar.
he looked at rosters, he looked at the schedules that they had matchups. I just was like, oh, I kind of know about this team.
Yeah, but see, you do research throughout the whole season on other teams, and I'm just like, did I win today? So
Fair, that's
it's a
fair.
little different. It's a little different. Okay, so moving down the bracket. So I had Florida State in the first round, but then I had Methodist beating South Dakota State, and I have Methodist beating Florida State. So you had Methodist in the Sweet 16, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you had Methodist Tennessee. I have Methodist Kansas State. I'm taking Methodist.
All right, yeah.
I'm taking Methodist. I really like
it.
Methodist roster. So it's very top heavy, right? They have two like really high SI players here in Hastings and Jose Dos Santos. But they've got like some good length out here on the perimeter or whatnot. So like, I don't know. I just have a feeling about this team. It's one of those situations where like I'm choosing against like my mind, if that makes sense.
I don't know if it's lagging for me because of my internet or not, but you're on still the challenge bracket, not the Methodist roster. Okay.
Oh, then maybe I'm lagging.
No, I don't think so. I think you just thought you were on a different. I don't know if that was like the right.
No, I
channel.
had changed the page.
Maybe it showed on yours.
We're back. Sorry about those technical difficulties. It's one of those days for us. Hardwood is upset with Andrew for all of his whack picks. So the internet is rebelling. Okay, moving on. So can you see my screen now, Andrew?
I can see the challenge bracket. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good. We verified. Okay, so I picked Methodist over Kansas State. It's heart over brain. I'm just picking a team to be a Cinderella. All right. Now, obviously, I went pretty chalk here, selecting Louisville and then having Dominican. I almost selected Crookston to beat Louisville in the first round, but I didn't. So I got you in Louisville. I'm obviously going to take my podcast mate. Like, imagine I picked you to get upset in the first round. That would be like such shitty like podcast decorum for me.
Hey, I play a 207 SI guy. I mean, that's higher than anything I have.
Yeah, but your the collection is greater than the single. I forget what the actual saying is for it.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be a lot of ways to put that, I guess.
Yes,
yeah.
But you're a group approach, so I'm gonna trust that. Okay, now you had Valpo beating Iowa. I don't. I think Iowa's too good, but I do have Cal Baptist here.
Wow.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I do have Cal Baptist beating Vanderbilt in the first round.
Yeah.
And then going on to beat Minnesota State so that they can meet Iowa here in the Sweet 16.
That's interesting because I'll say this. Cal Baptist and Vanderbilt are, they're my conference mates. They're both in the same conference, and Vanderbilt was higher than Cal Baptist, though.
Yeah. So okay, I took a peek at Cal Baptist roster. They have a pretty good roster. Can you see?
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see my Hardwood screen or no?
I am looking at Francis Marion right now.
Okay, then it's just slow because I'm actually on Cal Baptist. Anyways, so yeah, no, Cal Baptist roster is pretty good.
Well, you're the one recording, so it should record your screen.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Cal Baptist.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't need to tell you that they're pretty good. The only thing that they're lacking is size, and that's a little bit concerning. Some of their size down here is a little bit lower in SI. But once you have like the relevant size, like 6'10", 6'9.5", and like a pretty decent interior defense rebounding, I think you can make up for it. So I like Cal Baptist.
Okay.
I like Cal Baptist to be Iowa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we have SUNY, Geneseo, and Cal. So Cal's a team that I've had my eye on for the majority of the season. I think they're a really good squad. I did notice, however, that they have like two of their best guys are injured. They're only going to miss like I think the first game here. So if they don't even get past Lipscomb, then this whole prediction could be blown up really fast. Yeah. If they do get their two good players back, then I like them to move on.
I think I had Cal losing in the first round, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have them losing to Lipscomb.
Because I didn't.
That's what he did, folks. We're just having all kinds of technical issues today. Hello, are you there? Anyways, moving on. The podcast must go on. Okay. Oh, he's back. All right. Podcast must go on. So I have Mississippi, obviously, for the reasons that you talked about. Unfortunately, I have Mississippi beating you in the second round. I don't think you'll be too slighted by that. But I have a couple of upsets here. I have St. Joseph's beating CS Monterey Bay, Cal State Monterey Bay. Sorry, Steve. And I have Francis Marion beating Clark. You highlighted Clark in some of the main things you like about Clark. I'm going to highlight Francis Marion. Some of the main things I like about Francis Marion. Obviously, they're very top heavy in terms of talent. They have 2 really, really good players. Well, 3, you could argue. And some size here, in like some senior size in Colby Coughlin at center. So I think they might be a matchup problem with really skilled perimeter players. And like anytime you're a matchup problem with really skilled perimeter players, you can cause problems. So I think they beat Clark, and then I think they take out St. Joseph's after this upset here. And then they got Mississippi in the Sweet 16. I'm not taking Francis Marion over Mississippi, though. Obviously, Mississippi's too damn good. So we both, I think, had Pace making a bit of a run here. So we have Pace and Marquette. I'm not taking Pace to beat Marquette, though. Marquette's just supremely talented. And then you'll see here, I picked a 16 to beat a 1. Sorry, NYU. I have you losing to New Mexico. Why? Don't ask, because it doesn't really make sense, but that's what I chose. So I have New Mexico moving on to the second round, but then they're losing to Tufts. And then Huntington follow, pretty chalk, beating both College of Charleston and Portland. So I have Huntington moving on. Finally, down here, UNC Asheville and Tarleton State. I have UNC Asheville because they were a conference mate of mine. They were ranked for a good portion of the season. I really like their roster. So I'm gonna roll with UNC Asheville to get that dub there. All right, so we got 8 left. Andrew, are you there? Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh my God, we can hear you. It's a miracle.
Okay.
It's a Hardwood miracle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we have Dominican and Cinderella Methodist. Do I want the Cinderella run to continue, or am I going to go with my podcast mates team? That's the difficult question, right? But I'm going to go with my podcast mate. I can't pick against you. I can't. I'm rooting for you since day one, since the inaugural season where we struggled together.
Oh yeah, good one. Good times.
Good times. And then I have Cal Baptist and Cal. I'm picking Cal Baptist to continue the run. Okay.
Another same. I mean, because Cal Baptist, Dominican, Vanderbilt are all in the same conference. Yeah.
What can I say? I have respect.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna finish last in this bracket, but whatever. So I'm rolling with Mississippi. You talked about them enough. I don't need to continue talking about the reasons why. When it comes to Huntington, UNC Asheville, I was tempted to pick Asheville, but Huntington seems to the roster's too good, and Bridger knows what he's doing when it comes to adjustments and game planning. I'm going to trust.
Really good though. I mean,
Asheville's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you and I both played against them this season.
Yeah.
In LO4. Yeah.
Yeah. Like defending against Arnold Joyner, his 197 SI, like
that was so hard.
It was hard. Like it's a talented squad. That's why I rolled with them this far. Yeah. And I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled off a couple more upsets. My thing is that they're
the
like
size is like not there. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a couple centers down here, but they're really low in SI. So like once you get into D1, you're getting this far. You need some more size.
Yeah. All right. Final
but
four.
Respect to Asheville.
Is this your final 4 now?
Final 4.
Nice.
I got Dominican, Cal Baptist, Mississippi, and Huntington. So Mississippi's too good. I just can't pick against them. Right. For sure, it's just hard. But
no way.
I'm taking you to the national championship.
Let's
I really
go.
am.
Oh man. How am I gonna stop Jeff White?
You're not. Okay, so I
would be ecstatic to make it this far.
Yeah, I honestly think you can. Like if you look at the roster, or if you look at the path, obviously your biggest hurdle is going to be Tennessee. Should Tennessee actually make it?
Yeah.
If they don't get upset, but like Tennessee, Kansas State is a real opportunity for them to get upset. But
for sure, yeah.
Like past that, I think you can navigate things pretty well. Even if everything held chalk, I still like your team in a lot of spots.
Yeah. I mean, I like my team in this year. It's just
you just can't choose your own team like that. It's weird. Yeah, I get you.
No, it's almost like I've never, made it this far in D1 or anything. Like, so it's just every team is good. It's hard to like see yourself making a run like that,
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you're just like Bosois a Pacific team and just like crazy good.
Yeah. Select the tournament winner. I'm sorry. I love you, man, but I can't pick against Mississippi.
I know, I get it.
I just can't.
I thought you were gonna pull a fast one and be like, I'm sorry, very silent one.
No, like I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be the rare game where like your team's defense does a good job of containing majority of his players, but
Mhm.
it's going to be like too much too often. So I think the final score would be somewhere in the region of like 72 to like 65 or something like that.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Where it's like, I feel like your team's always going to be within an arm's reach, but then like, you know what I mean? The whole
yeah.
second half,
Never
it'll be like
quite.
5, 6 points, but
Yeah,
never like take the lead or be down by 15.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a very defensive game for both of us, I think, too.
Well, I think if anybody would prefer the defensive battle, it'd be you.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think that's, we'll see, but
Well, it depends on how that score comes about. If it's like the slow pace, or if it's just like people are bricking shots.
yeah, like, I don't know. I think you have made some adjustments in the past against teams that makes me think that you'll know how to defend like a Mississippi team. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say. That's all I'm gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, we'll see if I get that far. I'd be ecstatic. I've told people like my goal, honestly, is a Final Four. That's like my hope.
Yeah.
I think expectation wise, I kind of expect to win two, I think. I mean, that'd be great too. But yeah, we'll see.
So normally Challenge lets you see other people's predictions before all the brackets are done. We obviously changed that setting because we want people to make their own predictions or whatever. But I'm really dying to see like how many teams pick you or how many people pick you to go to like Final Four or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. I think it'll show them when we like start the tournament. I think it'll
Yeah,
show
yeah.
them.
Once you start the tournament and there's no more predictions possible, then that's when it shows.
I like how someone put like a whole commentary. This
Yeah,
game.
this game has a lot of talented teams through all divisions. Couple teams in D2 and D3 that could play in top conferences in D1. I don't know about this, Bucko, but maybe D2. I don't know about D3, but I like it. I like the enthusiasm here. Maybe
Yeah,
this is the
definitely.
English guy.
Maybe, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
But
This
yeah, that's
this number better be over 25 by tomorrow,
let's go.
or
Yeah,
we
I think we
riot,
can.
or we riot.
I mean, we're doing this pretty early, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Are we doing D2 next?
yeah. So let's do some brief D2 and D3.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let me share my D2. D2. Here we go, y'all. So same thing. Honestly, my strategy with this was don't pick bots. So I might have gone some like different ways in some matchups. Like Wofford, I think is a bot right now. They just lost their president.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, at least they lost their like long time, and they might have gotten a new one, but he like hasn't. I don't think he's logged in or anything. So that's why I went like Long Beach State here, even though like that's such a big difference. And like this is Hardwood national tournaments. Like there's going to be upsets too, so you should probably pick upsets regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
I really thought about picking Cal State Bakersfield, and not just because like I like Cal State Bakersfield, and actually UCF and Cal State Bakersfield are in the same conference, our former conference of 5.3. But like UCF is really small. They're really talented, but they're really small.
Yeah.
Bakersfield has like a lot of size. Like they have like a 6'9" guy, 6'8" guy, 6'8" guy. Yeah, but I still went with UCF just because like, I mean, I think they have just dominated. Jackson State, another former conference mate of ours, making it a little far, but I actually picked Mount St. Joseph's to beat them. York made like I think they won the D3 national tournament last year.
I can fact check you.
Yeah, thanks. I like this Southern Utah team. I think they're really good. Texas Southern is really talented. Wisconsin looks scary. I was telling Rob about there are some of their big men. They look really good. Grambling, yeah, I think a lot of this was just a human owner, but I mean Grambling is good. I know the president's been there for a while. Yeah.
York made the finals but didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like tactically, I think they're really good. And I know development-wise, like their SI has been really has grown a lot. I know they have a good track record of that. So, maybe their year again in D2 now. Hilo, we've talked a lot about, we mentioned them a lot, and I'm surprised they're only a 4 seed, but they've had a good year. Stetson, I really like them. We've talked about them before too in previous years as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this tournament. So man, Bam overall number 1 seed. I think this is Alabama's president's one of his other teams. I don't know if it's his second or third, depends on what he considers. But yeah, I mean, tactically, very savvy, experienced owner. East Tennessee State, though, also pretty good. Like an experienced president, and like they have a really good team, because I know their president posted in the forums recently, like they were confused how one of their players has like a 17 outside shot, but is shooting like not that great. And then like they have a player with like a 13 outside shot, but it's like shooting way better. And I was like, what? And then I was like gonna talk about like, oh, there's other factors involved. But then I was like, every thing didn't make sense basically. So I was confused. But like they're a good roster for sure. I know Bam is really big. Size matters in this game, so I'm gonna go with Bam. Long Beach State versus Stephen F. Austin and LeBron James.
LeBron James.
President LeBron James, who hasn't logged in like a week though, or no, longer than a week. And so maybe that's why they're winning. I remember Stephen F. Austin, like when we were in a conference with them, they were like talented, but like didn't know how to use their players correctly. I don't know what the situation is now. I think I'm gonna go with the Cali team, Long Beach State. What's the reasoning there? No reasoning really. The president's logged in more recently. Pretty much. UCF versus Mount St. Joseph. Dang, this is a tough matchup. See, this is where I actually like looked at the rosters. Now I liked all of these teams. It's upset city time. Mount St. Joseph's over UCF. Got to pick the upsets. 15 seed Southern Utah versus York. Man. York, I'm gonna go with York here. I really like this Wisconsin team. I'm gonna take them pretty far. How far? I don't even know who their opponent is, but I'm gonna pick them to go to the Final Four already. Grambling State versus Weber State. Man, I don't know. Let's go with Grambling State. Let's believe in them. Oh yeah, Hilo over Oshkosh. Let's go. Stetson over Fontvon. Sorry, Fontvon. I know both of these guys, both of these presidents like listen, so it hurts. But I'm gonna pick the higher seed. Yeah, man. Okay, so let's just start down here since I've done it. Hilo versus Stetson. Man. Oof. I mean, this is like Fuzzy's third team or second team. I don't even remember. Like, so a really experienced president versus kind of a newer president, I think, but like, they've run this program really well. The Hatters of Stetson, Jacob DeGrom's, alma mater, right?
Wait, really?
I think he went there. Yeah.
Jacob DeGrom, Stetson, huh?
Yeah. That's where he's from. Shortstop at Stetson. Then became a pitcher.
He's a shortstop.
He was a
Yeah,
shortstop.
he did.
Yeah.
The Stetson Hatters.
Yeah, man.
And we've lost some folks.
All right, yeah. So I mean, Stetson now in Wisconsin, Oshkosh. I mean, the 1 versus the 2, always a good matchup. Just I'm gonna keep riding Stetson. Just keep pushing with them. No real reason for that one, I don't think.
The DeGrommers.
The DeGrommers, yeah. I mean, it should Oshkosh. Let's look at Oshkosh. Just make sure I'm not making some fatal mistake here with them. I mean, Stevie's an experienced president. Don't want to,
Not just Stevie 45.
45, my bad.
Don't disrespect the other 44.
This is Spiridon's team, dude. Remember
Spiridon?
Oh man.
He's a 172?
There's all these recruits who we like kind of looked at and thought about getting, right?
This is an international heavy team.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's Lee Au and Connor O'Sullivan.
The Canadians
guys, Kai Craig.
Yeah,
Damn, this is a
wow.
good team. I don't know if I should go pick against them now.
Yeah.
um, oh, the rebounding is not awesome though. Sandy Cotton, Sam Flood. Yeah.
You don't need to rebound when you don't miss shots.
Well, I mean, you do when the other team misses shots.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, if you're just gonna let them make it, then I guess you don't need to rebound. But then you got other issues. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Stetson. I like Stetson. Bayamon versus Long Beach. I'm gonna go with Bayamon. Just I know they're good. They're big. They got a lot of talent. This is a weird matchup, man. I mean, York and Mount St. Joseph's. What? Who picked those teams? Who let me pick those teams? Rob, did you let me pick those teams?
I did, yes.
Dang, man.
I gave you a chance to embarrass yourself on pod.
You oh man. What was the team I was thinking of? Mount St. Joseph's? Right?
Mount St. Joseph's and Beloit.
No, York.
York, yeah.
By the way, present team builder, love it. Love it. I think that's ASU. I think it's Arizona State's president though. Oh, Stanley Fitzgerald. I remember you. Alec Parsons. Okay, it's a little small, but like it's but then they
There's
7-footers.
yeah, there's 2 70-footers right there.
Dang, geez. Well, I only look at like the top 7. Okay.
Borgie.
Richard Johnson, a Ledger. I was in on Ledger for a while. Oh, this is why I liked
Hamas, Canada.
Canada, yeah. And Ledger's a good rebounder. I mean, this is a good team. Roberson. I mean, this is a good interior defense. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I think I know who I'm going to go with. It's York, the Yorksters.
What are they? The Yorkies? The York.
I think the Spartans is what I saw.
Spartans.
Yeah, Spartans.
Yeah.
All right, finishing off with my final 4. You know, we said the 2 7-footers, and then they have some size beyond that. Bamon's good. I don't know. This is tough. Maybe if coin flip it again.
Bamon's really good.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Let's look at these final 4 teams. You know, just it's the final 4. So Wisconsin and Stetson. Stetson is over here. So the reason why I like Wisconsin, and I mentioned this to you, is I mean obviously 183 guard is really good. Maybe he's a small forward. I don't know. Is Ken Scott and Gene Hackett. I mean, look at 7-footer, 17, 13 rebounding IS, 6'9", 16, 16. And I mean, they got some weight. Scott's got some speed. Hackett's got the strength. They can score. Like that's how you build your bigs. Baker and Hill are good defenders. So obviously the weakness is kind of the point guard then, which he's not bad. 150 SI. He's decently fast. He's got okay-ish defense. Can kind of shoot. Can kind of handle. But he's got a good IQ. So, yeah. And I mean the bench is like pretty decent, I guess too.
Yeah, they got some solid talent.
That's why I like Wisconsin. Stetson here. Bank Ballers team. They got their point guard is the guy here, and Dax Odom and the shooting guard. The issue here I think is the size, because they're trying to scrounge what they can out of these guys here.
This team has Dax Odom, a Sergio Pagan, and a Floyd Coombs. I cannot choose against them.
These are good names, right?
Those are incredible. Floyd Coombs, Dax Odom.
Yeah, I like that.
Dwight Moffitt. Like, this is just incredible. Reginald Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I might pick Stetson. Let me go change my bracket real quick.
But I mean, I don't think Stetson can deal with Scott and Hackett. It's a lot. So I'm gonna pick Wisconsin to go to the finals, and then Bamon versus York. Let's take a look at Bamon. Let's take a closer look here. Mainly, I'm just doing this because I'm picking while looking at this.
You're putting a lot more effort into it than I'm going to.
Well, you put in a lot of effort before for D1. And I didn't.
And I'm still gonna finish last.
I mean, obviously Bullock is like a great shooter. They got some decent shooters with Fitzgerald and Marshall. The size, yeah, it's down here. Not great interior defenders. I'm a little worried about that. Bayamon, do they have the size to take advantage? And like, I think we all think they do. Oh, no, wrong. Johnny Vance, damn, that's a good score. Wow. And just a good big, yeah. Mariano Leon, and who's their other big? I guess Kachuk.
Kachuk, yeah, like Keith Kachuk, the hockey player.
Oh, nice goal. Yeah.
But not playing.
Well, not in the first round.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, look, they have like Cologne and Pimentel. I think Pimentel would be a fine replacement for Kachuk,
It's fair.
I mean, definitely not like maybe as physically gifted, at least ratings wise, but like, obviously just as tall. Oh, much less weight though.
Well, this team can throw a lot at you size wise.
Yeah, definitely. I think Cologne, I mean, they could kind of match up depending. They could kind of like play Cologne or Pimentel for Kachuk, depending on the matchup,
Yeah.
It looks like Leon might be the small forward, which is kind of cool. 6'10" small forward. Wow. Ooh.
Kingsville vibes.
Yeah, man. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Bayamon. I always pick size pretty much. So then these are two big skilled teams though, so who do I pick now? I don't know. This makes it hard. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Wisconsin Badgers. Oh boy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think the top end, they had like that 180 guard. Yeah. I think that's the best player. That'd be the best player in the whole game by like a lot, at least the most skilled. So yeah, and then they have like two other guys who are 160s who are higher than anything Bayamon can throw at them. And like they have the size, I think. So yeah, Wisconsin, man.
Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, again, I don't know how these teams actually play. I don't think we didn't look that in depth for like style of play though.
No.
So yeah, so like in terms of final score, I think it'll be a good matchup. 77 to 60. I think it's gonna be double digits. I think it'll be a good game.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Wisconsin though. Congrats, unless I just jinxed you. I don't know. All right. Back to you for your D2 bracket.
Oh, Carlos Santana just homered. He's on my bench.
Nice.
We don't like that. We don't like that at all. Okay. To my D2 bracket.
I mean, at least you're not wasting Yuli Gurriel and Giancarlo Stanton because you have Shohei Ohtani.
That sounds like some mismanagement that you are not used to doing. Okay, you can see my challenge bracket, yeah?
I can see your challenge bracket, yes.
Okay, so I have Bayamon just like you do, but I have Arkansas in the Sweet 16.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Now, what is my reasoning? It is simply because a certain other podcast host happens to live in Arkansas, and I visited him, and I like the University of Arkansas. So that's the only reason why I chose them. I'm even wearing an Arkansas shirt right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's why I chose them to Sweet 16. These are this is the way that we choose teams here, okay? If you don't like it, go to another Hardwood podcast.
Oh wait,
exactly. All right, but I'm rolling with Bayamon just for the same reasons that you talked about, how big they are and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this pretty quickly because for obvious reasons. I'm going with Long Beach State, even though as a UC Irvine anteater in my professional life, I cannot stand Long Beach State because they have an athletic rivalry, but there's a lot of bots here. No, you know what? I'm going with Nebraska Wesleyan. That's not a bot. I just changed my mind. I just talked myself out of Long Beach State. Sorry, the 49ers. Whack. So UCF's really good, like we talked about, right? Just dominating all season long. I'm going with them for that reason. Let's see. So San Francisco or Southern Miss. Who did you have? You had York and who here?
That was Southern Utah.
Southern Utah. So you picked a 15 seed to go to make it to
Heck
Sweet 16.
yeah. Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it.
I mean, I had to get a little spicy. Look at what you have coming up.
Yeah, I know. It's about time. Um, so I'm rolling with Southern Miss. They have a really good roster. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I think they're a pretty good team.
Yeah.
So I have to pick a 16 over a 1 every single time we do this. Otherwise, I already know my bracket's not going to be perfect. So there's no chance I'm not choosing a 16. Why did I choose George
you're
Washington?
not wrong. You're not wrong though, because like that's literally happened in one bracket per season. Like it happened like 3 times last season. Yeah.
Yeah, every
At
single
least.
grouping it happens, or every single, like in D1 it happens at least once. In D2 it happens at least once. Like it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
So I can't not do it.
Yeah.
I don't Texas Southern. I'm sorry. I don't know why I chose you to lose, but like there's some kind of fighting spirit about George Washington. Like that man met a new country and then conquered his old. What makes you think he can't conquer Texas Southern? Like that's just his spirit lives on.
Remember, George Washington never went to Texas, so
No, he didn't. He didn't. But had he gone to Texas, he would have turned around because it's too hot. But anyways, but George Washington could not beat a Badger. I think a Badger would beat his ass. So
oh wow.
I'm going Wisconsin. Yeah, well, dude, Wisconsin's loaded. I don't even know how they're a 5 seed.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
there must be some sort of like mismanagement or something going on.
I mean, yeah, that plays into it too, for sure.
Yeah. I'm going with Penn State. I don't even remember who you had here. I feel like we had completely different Sweet 16s.
I had Grambling State and Weber State at that point.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I have Eureka and Penn State, and I'm going.
I couldn't pick Eureka because they're bought.
Oh well, too bad. All right, so we have Wisconsin Oshkosh and UH Hilo. You mentioned Hilo and said like I don't remember what you said about them, but they're in the same.
About them a lot.
Yeah. They're in the same conference as UCF is, I believe.
Yeah. UCF, Jackson State, Cal State Bakersfield. Yeah. That 5.3.
Yeah. So Hilo went 25-5 in conference. Like these 3 teams were pretty dominant: Jackson State, Hilo, and UCF.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm not sure how Hilo ends up like as a 4 seed and UCF is a dominant 1 seed. Granted, like, there's a point differential here and stuff, and there's an RPI difference, but then like Hilo's strength of schedule is far higher than, but I guess, yeah. So they ran non-con and then UH Hilo didn't. So,
well, and I mean, and UCF won conference, like both regular season and conference playoffs.
They beat them by 2. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Hilo's a better team than a 4 seed.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're underseeded, so there's still some pretty good talent on this squad. So well, some pretty good D2 talent, I should say. Yeah. So I'm running with Hilo over Wisconsin Oshkosh because I don't even know anything about Oshkosh. And then there's Cornell and Skidmore. You had different teams here as well. You had Stetson. I have Stetson losing to Skidmore, but I can't. I changed that right now. Am I allowed to? I just did.
Yeah, I mean,
I just did. All right, and then I'm choosing Stetson to go against Hilo.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm rolling with Stetson after you. So once you brought it up, right? That was the team with the names that we really enjoyed. Yeah, I can't pick against a team with such beautiful names. I just can't. It's like an important criteria in picking. I'm going with Wisconsin because they're really talented. I'm rolling with UCF, and then I'm gonna roll with Bayamon. So I have 2 1s, a 2, and a 5. I'm gonna take.
Oh, that sounds high.
I know that's scary. That's scary. I'm gonna take UCF. I think UCF's probably talent-wise up there in the top 2 or 3 in D2.
Yeah.
I'm taking UCF, and then over here I'm gonna go Wisconsin. So we both have Wisconsin in the title game, but you have Wisconsin winning, and I have UCF winning. So I think UCF's going to beat Wisconsin like 90-73 or something. It's going to be like UCF's going to run it up.
Yeah. I don't remember much about like how UCF plays because I only was in a conference with them 1 season, and it was like back in 2015. So, but I mean, I know they're good. They're definitely on the up cycle. It looks like,
Yeah. All right, so we got a decent amount of predictions here. Hopefully, we get some more by tomorrow morning. Yeah. Should I just do my D3 one real quick and we could snake back?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna go over through like my fixed. Oh wow, you've gone far. I haven't done all this yet.
Oh, you didn't even do all this yet?
Yeah, no, but it's cool. I'm probably just gonna be like, here are my like favorites, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just picked until the final four. So in
No,
the final
no.
four, I have Central Arkansas, the Bears, and Monmouth College, as well as Claremont and Maryland.
Oh
Fucking
wow.
Maryland made the tournament. How could I not roll with Maryland?
I mean, no, yeah.
The
Yeah.
second we post this, we're gonna get a comment. Why would you roll with my shitty squad? I don't care. Okay, I don't care how shitty your squad. Well, hold on. Why don't we take a peek real quick?
No, it's a good team. It's a good team this season. They got size. You know, Stan Tyson is the good 4-star leader. They got Mora as a good perimeter guy.
Wow, they got promoted
Yeah, they got
and finished behind
promote.
2 bots.
Yeah. Hey, I think they still exceeded expectations for Cop Daddy.
Oh, Stan Tyson's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Bradley Kinamura. Okay, he recruited really well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Although he lost out on one of his main targets this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well, anyways, I'm happy
He's
for
going
Cough
with
Daddy.
Maryland, the Terps.
I'm happy with Cough Daddy. I'm taking the Terps all the way to the championship game.
Yeah.
Simply because I'm taking Central Arkansas as well. And this would be content heaven if we had a D3 championship matchup between Central Arkansas and Maryland.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh,
That
man.
would be content heaven, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know if I could pick one. I don't even know if I could pick a winner.
Well, if you're gonna have to for the sake of this.
I'm picking Central Arkansas. And I think it's going to be an ugly game, 53-51. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a really close contested game. I think it's probably some of the better players in each team are going to foul out because it's going to be so physical. It's going to be like a 1990s NBA game, 1980s NBA game, some good physicality. I think Central Arkansas is going to win 53-51 in the game that nobody wanted to watch.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might watch it if that happens, if they get that far.
You are the type that would watch a 53-51 40-minute basketball game.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I want to jump in that game. I want to be in it.
Submit. All right, so finish us off.
All right, let's try to get this done. You'll see, again, I didn't fill it out as off red. You can see this, Rob, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just checking, because, you know, with all of our issues today.
We've had better days.
We have, yes, we have. Man, a lot of the 1 seeds, especially like James Madison, like they turned bot this year. Unfortunate, because now they're good. It's like you left right when you turned good. I don't know. Like I thought I had some like contenders, but honestly, like I don't. Sorry. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go look at the top players and look at who's the top players in D3. Because that worked for Elmore Kane 1 year.
South Carolina State went 43-1.
I mean that's cool, I guess. Not I mean, I'm not gonna trust South Carolina State because they're the top overall seed. You can't trust that.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. Louis Burns.
He's the pro.
Well, let's see.
I don't think Auburn's even
Auburn's
in the
not in
tournament.
it. Oh, USC Upstate does have the top player. Damn it.
I don't even. Is Upstate in it?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
that's,
USC's Upstate.
That's Central Arkansas's first opponent.
Oh. All right, I see.
That's hilarious. Hampton with CJ Moeller, but it's 5'9" power forward. Love it. That's funny. Monty Hansen for Jorge State, he's not in it. Allegheny's not in it. Western Illinois is in it. Rob Bales, 6'6.3. Ooh, I like that. Oakland's not in it. Susquehanna's not in it. Okay, I'm not gonna go through 60 of them. All right. So with that knowledge now in hand for everyone, I mean, yeah, I like Central Arkansas. I don't know if I can pick them to go all the way to the finals, though. It's tough. But they're not. They're pretty hot, right? We know they're hot. shoot, man, that's a lot of good teams. Yeah, I think Central Arkansas. I will also point to Westfield State though being a potential team up here, from that region. I mean, Lamar having a good year out there. South Carolina State, obviously, really good season. You never trust the overall number one seed, right?
Never trust the number one overall seed.
Yeah. Wyoming's former foe, Washington State, Rob. St. Bonaventure, they're having a solid season. They're a threat, I think. They have a tough matchup with Liberty, though. Liberty had a good season.
Can I just say we
yeah.
need more Wyoming Washington State rivalries? Like we need more rivalries like that.
Like that. You don't mean specifically Wyoming.
No, yeah. It's more rivalries specifically like that.
Because I mean Wyoming is up in D2, I think, and trying to get into D1 more consistently, sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like those rivalries. I mean, we try to have a rivalry like that,
We loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. Honestly, this region kind of sucks. The Seton Hall region. I might pick St. Bonaventure as like my favorite out of this region. Yeah, because I'm not a fan of like any of these teams really. This region, this James Madison one, I forget, what the actual directional region is for the bracket. Yeah, you picked Claremont Colleges here, right?
Yep.
I don't like that. Man, yeah. I mean, this is the problem with D3, man. There's so many bots and like so many flaws. Who is that team with the 6'6" point guard, Western Illinois? I like Western Illinois. Let's go with Western Illinois. That's my guy. That's my team. I mean, this is how I'm picking it. Very, very not nuanced. But I mean, a 6'6" point guard who's high SI, like that's a guy who can take over a game, And I think that's important. Have that Arnie type of game and run,
Yeah.
All right,
Certainly.
finishing up at least at the region. So Caltech's region, I kind of think Caltech would be my favorite here. They're a good team. They're pretty well constructed. They're kind of still on the rise. So I don't know if like this is their like final form type of thing, but yeah, they look good. And I mean, Maryland, we mentioned Maryland, they're solid. TCU has a good player. But yeah, I think Caltech. So I have Caltech, Western Illinois. I think I said St. Bonaventure and either South Carolina State.
You should just click all the other teams, like really crazy. The other matchups, just randomly click and then go through and pick your teams.
I'll do it after. I can't do it right now. I just don't want to do that. I'll just keep this in mind. Sorry, I have to scratch my foot.
Or your ass.
No, it's my foot. Okay. All right, Final Four. I technically didn't pick a team. I'm gonna go with Westfield State here. Like out of the region. So Westfield State versus St. Bonaventure. Oh boy. I'm gonna go with the Bonnies, St. Bonaventure. And then Caltech versus Western Illinois. I'm gonna go with Caltech. And then to win the national championship between Caltech and St. Bonaventure, I'm gonna go. Can I just pick? Oh, wait, let me. I'm gonna
do
go
the prediction title.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Caltech Beaver.
Caltechers.
Caltechers. And I think this final score, I'm gonna say 81 to 68. No, we're gonna have 69.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about how these teams play in actuality. So yeah, who knows?
Yeah, we're just picking for fun here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my bracket. There we go.
Nice.
It's our brackets.
Yeah, those are our brackets. We hope to see your guys' brackets. Hopefully you do a little bit more research than we do.
Yeah. I mean, we did some. I feel good about that.
Yeah, I feel really good. I think I'm gonna have a perfect D1 bracket.
Ooh, perfect. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect D1 bracket.
Can't wait to mess it up by losing some matchup.
If I have a perfect D1 bracket, then I get to choose your lineup for 10 games next season.
Oh my gosh. All right, all right. I'm sure. I'll agree to it.
I went light with 10 because a perfect bracket is almost impossible.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, that sounds like a good wager. I like it.
Okay.
I'm not banking on having a perfect bracket, so I don't have anything to like, try to get. Watch it happen, right?
Yeah, seriously, it happens. And then I'm just all walk-ons, all walk-ons. And I'm gonna wait for 5 games that are gonna help determine like your position in the conference, like against the good teams and walk-ons.
Oh, brutal, brutal.
Brutal.
All right. Yeah, so we'll put the links down in the description now. Anything else?
I think that's it. Good
All
luck
right,
to
well,
everybody that's in the tournament. Oh, you're about to say it. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, good luck to everybody in the tournament for your games.
Yeah, and let's look forward to an eventful and hopefully not too disappointing for most of you tournament.
I mean, someone. There's
I know.
gotta be,
Yeah. The majority is going to be disappointed.
yeah. Only one team for each bracket, So
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
gentlemen. We'll see you all on the other side.
Peace.
Peace.